It's all about water. It's not about land.
3/4 of the earth is water.
I've been windsurfing since I was 13 years old.
I've always wanted to be a sailmaker all my life, and it's probably all I ever thought about.
It's unreal. It's radical. It's the new age.
My first job opportunity was to work in a chicken farm, and you know what I would have been shoveling there. Windsurfing is one of those things you can't perfect.
The more you try, the better you get. You'll be able to do it if you just keep on trying.
If you're going down to a wave performance contest, you're playing very heavy rock. Mozart.
The best thing about sailing and getting rad is motivating other people to do the same and get sick. European wave sailors are, I don't know, they're difficult characters to explain. They really are, and I'm still figuring them out, sort of. They're pretty funny sometimes.
I see so many sailors that go out, and every time they pass you, they just got this scowl on their face, and they're like, "Argh!" And it's like, what's the purpose? You know, if I want to have a scowl on my face, I'll go get a pickaxe, and I'll go, you know, dig a trench, and then I'll have a scowl.
The 3 disciplines are really good because it balances you, you can do everything. I would get bored if I just would say waves. I like to go out wave sailing, but I like to go slalom too.
My best sailing day is when I'm away from everybody on my own, out there alone. Nobody to tell me what to do, nobody to answer to, and no appointments.
It's not how you rig it, it's how you sail it, definitely. Because I'm a junk rigger.
If you don't have the right equipment, you're definitely not going to be the fastest one.
I like to destroy equipment. Equipment's my favorite thing to destroy. Eat it for the rocks, no problem.
Many people, they rig their sails kind of a little bit wrong. To get the right trim in the sail, it's not that difficult.
I rig for an hour or two, and then, you know, I guess the longer you rig, the better it gives you time to think on the beach and watch the surf. It's how you sail it. It's what you do with that thing.
It's like jumping off a building. You leave, you launch, you're up in the air, you look down, you're 40, 50 feet up there. What do you do next? Nothing. You can't do anything. You just hold on and hope for the best.
I myself like to jump a slalom board over a wave board simply because slalom board has a longer water line and you can actually use the wind and the board to get lift.
I prefer jumping off the waves. You go a lot higher. You get this sensation of flying with the slalom boards. You just keep off standing in the air for maybe a second or two, 15 meters above the water. And you can just see everything. If somebody's coming in on the next wave, you're just like way up over his mast and looking down at him and see his scared face. That's really, really funny.
And you still land, no matter what. You always come back down.
I like doing forwards because it's a rotation that your body doesn't want to do. It's an unnatural thing. It feels like you're going up one way and then all of a sudden you're in the air the other way.
It's a dope beat coming at you. 1, 2, 3. Here we go again.
was pretty much do or die in the situation where I did it. So I figured, well, I'm gonna have to suss it out. I was sitting down and just thinking about it for a while, and then I went down and I spent, I think, like 2 weeks of just getting clubbed. And then I worked it out.
There's no way you'd be able to do it without shutting your eyes and just praying the whole time. That was the only way I was able to do it.
It drives you forward because you know that once you get it down, it's going to be so incredible.
Coming at you. 1, 2, 3. Here we go again.
The adrenaline's pumping, you're psyched, your mind is just spinning round and round.
Yeah, I have a few tips for anybody that wants to do a forward loop. First of all, just get a lot of aspirin because you're going to be hurting a lot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't feel too good. I'm kind of sick.
Where I sell them in Australia, it's mostly pound.
On small waves, you practice to sail on the other side of the sail, to do pirouettes on the face of the wave. First of all, is that it's very good practice for a World Cup sailor where you have to learn how to sail both tacks. Diamond Head is a good place for practicing freestyle. It's a more radical wave to ride at Ukipa. Diamond Head is a mushier wave. If you push it and you miss it, you don't fall as hard. Ukipa, with its rocks and with the reef and the hollow waves, especially when it becomes big, it's more or less, it's a special place to sail for sure. Attitude, it's very important in wave sailing. It's, if you have it, you'll do very well. If you chicken out, you're going down the tubes real quick.
This is a fast haircut.
Alex doesn't have a fast haircut.
Actually, Al's hair is unbelievable. I think that him and Carlo work on it a lot.
Russ's haircut, it's kind of like Max Headroom, pretty aerodynamic. I had a haircut like that when I was about 4 years old.
You can't walking around looking like a poodle.
I don't have a fast haircut at all. I'm scared to go fast. Like, maybe I should have an afro, because I'm really scared to go fast, definitely.
Fred, yeah, he's got an interesting haircut. I think he's been cutting out a little bit too much.
I've been so fast, all my hair blew off.
Oh, Fred's haircut is so fast, it's incredible. And those glasses he wears, they're incredible. With the haircut, the combination is insane, let me tell you. Chicks must flaunt, man. His wife must freak.
Bead goggles. You know, for each his own. For me, it's like wearing goggles or wearing gloves or wearing booties is like tying knots with mittens. They look good, but that's it. I think the feeling I get when I sail a speed board and chop is just pure joy. Well, that footage was sped up or whatever they want to say, you know, that's one thing. But the bottom line is going fast, and you can say whatever you want about it. But it's cut and dry.
Basically, you've got to have a charging attitude, just like the wave sailors talk about charging and bashing. You've got to have that attitude of just hanging on for dear life. When you think you're going to blow up, try to pull it back together. Yeah, Laird and I feed off of each other because we both want to win so badly. He's a charger. If you go out sailing with Laird, you know he's going to blow the doors down, so you better be ready to barge through everything with him. If you hold back or if you sheet out, you're dead. If you've ever been with someone that stays on the power, as long as Laird, you've been sailing fast.
Fred's happy. Fred's a happy man. I mean, he's doing something that he really loves to do.
I hate to have Laird pass me. I want to go out there and kick everybody's ass, Laird included. Oh, Laird and I crisscross a lot just to play tag, see how close is close. We'll sail along next to each other and he'll pull ahead, get an edge on me, and then I'll find a slot and try to get ahead of him. It's just cat and mousing.
I used to race motorcycles and there's just not enough excitement in it.
When I go to a race, I don't need motivation. I got it.
Never give up a race. Always finish it, even if you're in last.
I always try to win. I won't go to any competition trying to get second. There's no point in that.
Laying your sail right down the way Bjorn does just means that you're pulling more G's. To lean really hard into the turn, you've got to be going fast.
When I criticize Bjorn or tell him something he maybe did wrong and he could maybe improve, he maybe doesn't accept it in that moment, but I think he thinks about it later.
Sailing with Britt, that is always excitement, because Britt always gives you a run for money.
She has a great stance, she's got a lot of strength, and above that, she's got an aggro attitude.
The thing I like most about slalom racing is winning. Yeah, that's it. The gun's going off, you know, they got the Polaroid camera to see who was over, you know, and everybody's just going for it, you know, and then, you know, later on you find out, you know, 2 or 3 of you have been thrown out, you know, and the other guys made it through, you know, who are in last place.
What they want to see is people eating it. They want to see people crashing. Course racing with spikes on your sail, no rules, nothing at all.
When you sail a big board, you have a lot of time to think, you know. As you sail a big board, you're going usually so slow that you can think about anything you'd like to think about, and you have a lot of time to do it.
I'm working with the carbon mark because first of all it takes about a kilo off your rig, and the bend characteristics where it bends to a certain point and then doesn't overbend. The aluminum mast feels definitely quite a bit different towards what we're now working on the carbon mast. under stress, the carbon mast is quite a bit stiffer, it doesn't bend as much as an aluminum mast. And it feels more heavy to sail with, where the carbon mast is going to be a lot more solid in its shape.
We've been working on it for over, span of 5 years now probably, and only now am I really starting to feel the difference in the stability of the sail, I'm not too into all the sailmaker lingo and stuff, definitely, but I can feel the difference out there.
Once you've experienced the lightness of a carbon mast for high-performance sailing, you couldn't go back to the other kind. There's just a definite difference in the pitching moment and the feel of everything, the responsiveness of the sail. Everything is transmitted more quickly and sharply.
Okay, Barry, that was really interesting.
Group loops are really fun. It's fun because all of a sudden you've got a different factor in the air. There's another person there.
The first row of people, boom, 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 they do their loops, and then the guys coming up behind, they catch up because these guys lose a little bit of boat speed with the loop, then boom, boom, they do their little trip. Then the next guy goes, oh, it was great. It was mass chaos going on out there.
You have a confidence that you build up with sailing with these people for over a period of time. You feel confident that, hey, the board's 1 inch from my head, but I know he's driving the car and he's going to turn the wheel if I need, if it's getting too close.
Everyone's jockeying for position, and you see a ramp, and everyone wants to hit it. And, you got to watch out. That was the best part of the whole thing.
Attitudes are directly related to ability.
Do I have an attitude? Yeah, I got an attitude, definitely.
Anything he does, he's always contorted in different positions.
Laird has an incredibly bad attitude. He's just sick. You gotta have a bad attitude, definitely, in one way or another, because you're gonna hurt yourself, break something. But you want to go for it. That's all there is to do out there. If you don't go for it, then it's just going to be boring.
Rush will go straight into an 8-foot wave and not blink an eye.
Might as well go and bash a couple waves here and there. I went out there, hit the lip, spun around, 360 degrees, smashed, landed on my sail, came up laughing. That was my attitude. I loved it. Could never get enough of it.
To be a good wave sailor, you always have to go for it, push it. That's the only way to do it.
The excitement to go out there and do something that nobody else has ever done. It doesn't really matter if you make it or not, as long as you go for it and try.
If you don't try, you will never make it.
I don't know, I think I was crazy.